Okay.
Well,
Good
it
morning.
took a little bit to get everything going here this morning, but we're going. So good morning. Welcome to our Thursday morning business call. We love to do these calls just to share tips, strategies, and ideas. And as you know, every Wednesday we have our Director and Above Mastermind call. And Monday we had a highlights call from the convention. And there was just so many highlights that, you know, we could spend the next couple of hours just covering highlights. But the one that came up yesterday during our director's call is we're all very delighted with hearing from John Maxwell and his concept of the rule of five. We're so excited about it that we're going to make that the topic of today's call. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to play a short little video. Did you want to say something first?
I do. I want to introduce this and say, do you want to wait for this?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Share screen.
And for those of you that don't know who John Maxwell is, he is one of the top authors in the world of leadership in the world today. He's written over 80 books, and he told us he has 13 more coming. And what I loved about his talk is how it directly relates to our profession and what a difference it can make in your personal and your business life in network marketing by incorporating the wisdom that he had to share. I've been reading his little book, and we'll talk about this in a few minutes. It's called The Power of Five, and it's really written, this one is for network marketing. But what we're going to share today is his concept of the power of five and how you can use it in all dimensions of your life. So are you ready for the video?
I think we're ready.
Okay.
And
So
let me
it's believe it or not, a 5-minute video.
how about that? I'm going to make sure that I have it teed up properly. So apologies. Okay, sound is on and share, and we'll make it go full screen. And there we go. And here we go.
The rule of five is the most life-changing concept for focusing on success that I have ever taught.
Now I'm thinking it isn't working right. This is the problem we had on Monday.
Did you click the little box, Gregory, for optimizing video and sound before the share button? It's on the same page as the share page.
Gregory, you're muted.
That's probably why. So you can hear me now?
Yes.
See if
Yes,
we can.
Yes, we can.
John started here.
We love technology.
The rule of five is the most life-changing concept for focusing.
Are you guys getting that?
Could you hear that?
For a moment, yes.
No video.
Can hear it, but there's
We can hear it, but we have a blank black screen.
When
I
you before we saw the video and we saw the screen and we heard it.
It was
Before we saw both, yes.
Gregory, when you go to share, when you look at Maxwell's page on your computer, look at the bottom left-hand corner of that screen, and it has optimized for video and sound.
Yeah, I did that.
Those buttons.
I did
And
that.
then- okay, and then make it
So-
full screen before you share it.
ah,
Yeah, I did that too. I'm going to try sharing it when it's not full screen, see if it works.
Yeah, that'll work.
The rule of five is the most life-changing
Bingo,
concept
bingo.
for focusing on success that I have ever taught, that I've ever lived. So I'm just going to drop it on you just enough to help you understand the 5 concept, to help you understand the 5 things you need to do to lift your leadership lid. The rule of 5 just simply says, if you have a tree in your backyard that you want to cut down, and you have an axe, if every day you pick up that axe and you go to that tree and you swing 5 times with that axe to hit that tree, put the axe down. The next day you go out, pick up the axe, swing 5 times at the tree. Put the axe down. The next day you go out, pick up the axe, and 5 more times you swing at that tree. 5 times every day you pick up the axe, and only 5, not 50, not 15, not 500. 5. If you swing 5 times a day at that tree with that axe every day, let me ask you a question. What eventually is going to happen to that tree? That tree is going to... Now, there's no question about that, is there? There's any doubt. You don't have to sit around the table and kind of say, do you think it will? Let's hold hands and sing Kumbaya and hope.
Wix is your platform to perform on.
If you swing 5 times a day at that tree every day, that tree will fall. End of story. Now, if it's a big tree, it may take a couple years. If it's a little tree in your backyard, I don't know, maybe in a month you could knock that baby down. I don't see. Now, the size of the tree will determine how long it takes for it to fall. But that's not what we're debating here. What we're teaching here is if you swing 5 times a day at that tree, every day the tree will fall. Now, that's the rule of 5. The rule of 5 says, find your tree. What's your goal in life? What's your purpose? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to knock down? Where's your axe? What are your tools? What is it that you're going to use to effectively go after that goal 5 times a day? What are you? What is it? Because whatever that is, if you use it 5 times a day, every day, you'll be highly successful. For example, I write books. So let me just put that in writing for a moment. I've written 73 books. Jason, that was a nice introduction. It's 22 million, not 19. But what's 2 or 3 million? Give a little, take a little here, a little there. People say, John, how have you written 73 books? Oh, thank you for asking. The rule of 5. You see, there are 5 things I do every day that allows me to write that many books. It's not magic. It's not that I'm brilliant. It's just that I know the rule of 5. The rule of 5. You see, every day I read. Every day I file. Every day I think. Every day I ask questions, and every day I write. Every day I do those 5 things. Every day I read. Every day I file. Every day I think. Every day I ask questions. Every day I write. Every day I read. Every day I think. Every day I file. Every day I ask questions. Every day I write. Every day I think. Every day I read. Every day I ask questions. Every day I file. Every day I write. Every day I write. Every day I read. Every day I think. Every day I file. Every day I ask questions. Yes, I can do it in different orders, but every day. Doesn't matter whether you swing the axe left-handed or right-handed. You just got to hit the tree. Every day I read. File, think, ask questions, write. Read, think, file, ask questions, write. Read, think, file, ask questions, write. You say, now, John, what do you mean by every day? This is where it gets a little long sometimes. What I mean by every day is every day. Now you say, now let me, when you say every day, do you do that on Sunday? Every Sunday I read, think, file, ask questions, write. Do you do that on your birthday? Every birthday. Guess what? Every birthday I read, think, file, ask questions, write. Do you do that on Christmas? Guess what I do every Christmas? Every Christmas I read, think, file, ask questions, write. Do you do this when you're not feeling well? Can I tell you when I'm not feeling well? Even I'm not feeling well. Guess what I do every day? Every day I feel, when I'm not feeling well, I think, write, ask questions, do all those things. Every day. You say every day. At the age of 17, I started filing. I've never missed a day. I don't have 100 quotes. I don't have 1,000 quotes. I have tens of thousands of quotes. I don't have 100 stories. I don't have 1,000 stories. I have 10,000 stories. Where did you get all those stories? Where'd you get all those quotes? Well, let me tell you something. Guess what I do every day? See, we overestimate what we can do in a day, and we underestimate what we can do in several days.
Here are 3 important ways to
Wow, so profound. It was so wonderful to be with John, have him on stage. And most of you may not be aware, but we're very blessed to have a certified John Maxwell coach on our team. She goes by the name Coach Clarissa. And I'm going to turn this next section of our call over to Coach Clarissa. She's actually been to John's home and, certified coach with her. So thanks for joining us, Coach.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gregory. Hello, everyone. Good morning. After the convention, I know our hearts and our spirit is all up there. And I can just affirm how this guy, John Maxwell, walk his talk. And when I went to his home, Gregory, he showed us how he files, how he writes, and then how he organized all the little index cards and his tablet, not tablet, like what we have right now, but his papers. So I love this guy, and he's very inspirational, not just because of what he have achieved, but what he does every day. Can we all say or write every day? Can we all type every day? Because this is what we want to achieve every day, no matter what's in your heart and in your mind, or the inspirations that we all get from our convention. It is what we decide every day. And I can tell you, he is very intentional guy. And if I may share, if you allow me, what I learned from John Maxwell, because I'm one of the founding partners of John Maxwell since 2011. So when I watch his, when I saw his, all his books, how he organized his files and everything. So I came up with my passion. I'm a very passionate coach. So I love acronyms as well. I'm not gonna elaborate because I'll come back and give some, I'll summarize everything at the end of this call. Passion, Passion. And I'm gonna put this in 5. This is my passion essentials in my life. Since I started unlocking what life means in me. So P, pray, and then A, I add value to people and serve. That's A and S. And S, I study and intend to grow. That's every day. And O, I organize. And N, I never stop leading. So with that, I know all of us here, because we are all leaders. And I encourage everyone, even if it doesn't mean it's every day, we all meant and we all born to lead on a daily basis. So thanks so much for letting me share, Gregory, and I'll come back later.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Clarissa. And there was a few of the directors yesterday that wanted to share. If you could just raise your hand so I could find you and promote you out. I see Ravel. I'm going to go ahead and start with you. So I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you so you can share. There we go.
Thanks, Gregory, and thank you, Coach Clarissa. When you mentioned your favorite, I think it was Robin or Gregory that asked your favorite John Maxwell book. I went and ordered it within 5 minutes, so thanks so much. The 5 that really resonated with me, which it resonated because I do it, thanks to Gregory's daily method of operation, is 1, know what you want to accomplish. 2, have the right tool. Thank you, daily method of operation. 3, have to take action, that's daily. 4, have to stay focused. 5 have to be consistent and John Maxwell repeated every day. It really does make a difference being there in person. And one of the things, just one last thing, is I'm grateful that Robin Blanc-Mascari shared JJ Joshua with us as well, because she is outside of the organization, but somebody that can help us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ravel. That's wonderful. And Judy Joy, you've got your hand up and you wanted to share a little bit too.
Yes, I did, Gregory. Well, I've had such a good time working on my 5. I don't know if you can see this messy book, but it's just filled with, you know, getting it really finely honed. And this morning at about 20 to 11, I thought I'm going to put it up on one of my websites. So could I share?
Oh, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. All right, so here we have under the rule of 5, I put that up there. So these were the 5 I came up with, that I remembered: read, file, think, ask questions, write. What made such a difference for me, they were action words, and except for number 4, they were 1 syllable. That really worked for me. However, when it came to my everyday 5, and the other thing I noticed, he does 4 things before he takes the action, the writing, that really makes the books. If he left number 5 out, all of this would be wonderful, but we wouldn't have his books. So yeah, okay, the action. So my everyday 5, and it was really tricky getting it into 5. So what I did was 1, exercise, 2, watch or read, 3, you can see how I left the 1 syllable words behind. Ask and affirm. Number 4, connect, because that's the daily method of operation, reaching out, and follow up. So without the 4 and 5, all of this 1, 2, and 3 is just great, but no results. So then I expanded my 5. This is just me and my life here. Exercise. Well, last night it was 10:15. The day had been very busy, and I realized I hadn't done any exercise. And I thought, oh my gosh. So I put on my warm coat, my big scarf, and I walked about 5 blocks around our town, giving great thanks that it's a safe town. But I got my exercise in before I went to bed. And I remembered that from our early days in network marketing, before the world of computer. If you say you're going to do something, you do not close your eyes at night until you have done that, because your soul knows, your subconscious knows. So there I was late last night walking around the town. So number 1, exercise, whatever it happens to be for that day. 2, watch or read. So 4 days for team calls plus LifeWave Connect. So there's my watching. And read the other 3 days for a total of 7. And I love to read books about network marketing. I'm passionate about the industry. Number 3, ask and affirm. So ask for guidance. There's my prayer, to ask for guidance, for direction. Who should I be calling? Who should I be reaching out to? And it's really, the time to listen like never before, and say my affirmation 3 times a day out loud with feeling. And I'm very fond of Napoleon Hill's affirmation from Think and Grow Rich. Every day, in every way, I am becoming more and more successful. And Napoleon Hill attributed that affirmation to his rise to the levels that we're now aware of. 4, connect. 1 to 3 new contacts every day. And, when you have a large anyway, I just thought, I'm not going to commit to 3 yet. And I'm just going to make sure at least 1 a day, because I have not been consistent every single day with reaching out. So that gives me 1 to 3, and the 3 ties in with the daily method of operation. My goal is to get it up to 3. Ravel's my hero in terms of how many new contacts she reaches out to every day. And number 5, follow up. Care calls. I love how you have in the daily method of operation care, and Roxy Wessler, Sunshine, I hope I spelled her name correctly, has the term care calls. I love that. There's alliteration, there's heart, and it is follow-up. So follow up with new contacts plus my beloved team members, and without them, I would have no business. So there you are. Thank you for the time, Gregory. I'll stop the share and over to the next person.
That's beautiful, Judy. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
My pleasure.
We can all learn from that one. And let's see, who's next? Jerry, you had your hand up. I don't see anymore. Just put your hand down.
Yes, I did put it down because of, well, Judy Joy just hit it on the, top of the nail. Come on, and Ravel on that. We have a lot of newbies here. And I think the one thing I would like to bring out to everybody, because you can put all these lists together of what we are going to do, you need to do them. But especially if you're new, you have to have the belief in yourself, the company, and the product. And if you don't have that belief to get you moving, it's not going to happen. So all the items they mentioned are on top. So I don't want to take up much time, but I think everybody needs that belief real deep inside of them.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jerry.
You're
And
welcome.
let's go over to Carl. Go up to Carl up in Canada up there.
No, he's in.
Oh, no, he's
Still
still
in-
hanging back. That's right. He's down in the south end of Florida.
Just a few more days, guys. I had to take
Great.
advantage of it. So much has already been said, but I just want to touch on my 5, and I had many more than 5, as some of you, I think Judy just alluded to. You could add more, but every day I intend to invest in myself, to improve myself through daily education and learn the language of life wave science and relationship marketing. Number 2, I'm going to take a chance and connect with anyone and everyone, because you don't know who your friends know. And number 3, I want to develop my relationships to be more of a positive than a negative in their lives. And I want to find a way to value people the same way that God values people. Number 4, I want to set my mind and believe that what I'm doing will make a difference in my life and the lives of others, and to live as well in the failures as in the successes, which was what John Maxwell shared, knowing that they coexist. Number 5, because I've been called to leadership, is to be a leader clothed in humility, to live my life for a bigger cause than myself. This world is looking for leaderships. In a world that's seeking to divide us, people are looking to be inspired to do more than they could imagine. So those are my 5 briefly. Thanks for letting me share.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thanks so much, Carl. That was wonderful. And the next share is going to be my partner in life and business. And so I'm going to pass it over to Robin.
I was going to,
Oh,
I'll just turn my camera on.
okay, good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I'm on. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. Well, having been a student of leadership for many, many decades, it was just a gift to listen to John Maxwell. But more importantly, what we're hearing from all of you is, taking it the next step. Because when I live in the question of, what's going to be different for me because I went to that convention? What am I going to do differently? And so I see that what he shared with us can make the biggest difference in our life and in our business. And so we were gifted this wonderful little book. It's called The Power of 5 for Network Marketing. And he talks about why he loves network marketing and the 5 things about network marketing, and how to be in network marketing. So it's not, talking about what he did on that short video, but I just left that realizing that this is going to make the biggest difference for me in my life. And so I invite everyone to live in the question is, what are the 5 things that you are committed to do every day that are going to make the biggest difference in your personal life? And what are the 5 things that will make the biggest difference? You can put it in one clump. What are the 5 things that are going to make the biggest difference in your life? Or you can do the biggest difference in your business or the biggest difference in your personal life, or clump them together. But I was thinking that as a community, if we commit to this, because he just, what he said was music to my ears, because he said it's all about your growth. And it's all about adding value. It's all about making a difference in other people's lives. And that's the beauty of the business model we have. It can be true for anyone from any background. And so my invitation to our community is to invite each and every one of you to create your 5 things and to develop an accountability buddy. we're looking at what kind of structure we want to do as a community to support all of us in this journey. But I know, you know, Gregory's got his 5 done. I'm still living in the question. I have a few of them, but I don't have all 5 yet. And so we're going to look at ways that we can support and reward, you know, all of us staying on track. Or what are your 5 things? Because I personally, you know, being a student of personal development for 40, 50 years now. And, you know, I quote Jim Rohn all the time, and it's the same with John Maxwell. Work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. And so we have an opportunity here in the best profession I've ever come across that creates a safe environment for you to really grow into your potential. And that will directly affect your business. So back to you, Gregory.
Well, thank you, Robin. That was beautiful. And you know, I just want to add one little thing, then I'm going to turn it back over to Clarissa. And many of you probably heard me quote Shakespeare before. I'm not, I don't have a lot of Shakespeare quotes, but the one that stuck with me is, he said, if man were but constant, he would be perfect. And I kind of say, and he didn't include women because they already are. I know that. Okay. But for all of us, that's consistency is what gets us. It's what gets the tree down, or it gets the business up. So with that said, Coach, I'd like to invite you back to finish sharing. And if you raise your hand, I'll be able to see you and get you promoted out. There you are. Okay.
Awesome.
And a spotlight. There you are. Welcome back.
All right, so I'm back. You know, I'm always get an inspiration. So thank you so much, Robel, Judy, Jerry, Carl, and of course, Robin and Gregory. The calmness of Robin always brings me back to my very core. And the inspiration from you, Gregory, is what encouraged us to do more. Your daily method of operation, like what Carl said and mentioned, it brings us back to where should we start, and then do it every day. And now I'm back because let me tell you, John Maxwell did not come up with these 5 essential just to come up with that. He is very intentional. He come up with that to get him closer to his goals on a daily basis. So right now, I'm gonna borrow the calmness of Robin. I just want to encourage you, take a few seconds to really dig deep inside in your heart. Why are you coming up with that 5 essentials of your life? For LifeWave specifically. For LifeWave. So yes, at first we just want to, because of the requirements, sometimes we come up with something just to come up with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great start. Now, on a daily basis, you will know and you will unlock how you're going to do it on a daily basis. Now, I shared my 5 passion. I would like to share first the 5. I come up with my 5 LifeWave everyday priority. Are you ready? 5 everyday priority. Priority means it's because of its acronym, priority. P for patch. I patch every day, myself and other people. And then R is recommend. You don't want to stop recommending every day, right? We recommend it. And then I intend to offer the results and inspiration. That is the testimonial part. So inspire one person at a time with my testimonials, with my personal story, with other stories. And then T, trust. How high and where are you at with your trust with the company and this community? It's the trust. Trust is big. It's huge. And then if you're not yet there, then I encourage you to join us on every event. So trust, I'm a woman of faith. Of course, when you trust something, it's endless. And then why? Why? Why you? Why here? And why now? You have to ask that to yourself every day. Why me? Why here? Why now? And why patch? So that is the priority. So I'm gonna share it with, I think, I hope you get that. If not, I'll share it with Robin and Gregory, and then they could post that on our Live Younger. Now, that is my personal, and I would like you to share that. And then for our team, here's the 5 tips to ensure our post-convention journey. And I know we are all ready with this. Number 1, this is number 1, and I adopt it based on the daily method of operation of our Live Younger community. Number 1, collaborate with your teammates. And this is the best time, collaborate, reconnect. And I've heard that yesterday during our director's call, because unity is the cornerstone of any success venture. Now that we are forged stronger bonds, we bonded, and I've seen you guys. I thought, what I will be seeing from, was that a Zoom physical faces, but in person, you are all beautiful. I like it. So let's collaborate with your teammates. I don't have time to elaborate it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll elaborate these ideas next time. And then second, define clear and achievable goals. That's your personal and your team achievable goals. I like when Carl shared with me his goal by the end of December. And that's all of us have that kind of goal. And then 3, create detailed action plan. You see, goals without a plan are merely dreams. And by the way, if I go back to the second one, define clear, achievable goals. So make this goal specific, measurable, and time-bound. That is what we could apply the 3-3-3 or the 2-2-2 or the 1-1-1. And then the third one is create detailed action plan. And, I break them down into a smaller manageable task. Let me give you an example. Monday. So we have a Monday with Gregory and Robin, right? Tuesday is how I invite and follow up. I leverage the testimonial Tuesday. And then my Wednesday is my team. So I have winning Wednesday with my team. So you could do that too, because outside of our app team meetings, we could create our own. And then Thursday, this is the training, my training and education. And my Friday is my follow-up Friday. And my S is my super Saturday. What could be more super than closing day, right? So that's my super Saturday. And my Sunday is my spiritual, where I'm so grateful with what all happened the whole week. I go back to where I started and excited to begin again. So that's my whole week. So that's the third, create a detailed action plan. And number 4 is stay consistent and persistent. Stay consistent and persistent. So success often requires consistency and persistency. So write that down. Be consistent and be persistent. So stay committed to your goals. And even when faced with obstacles and setbacks, because we don't expect here to be like all for full colors, right? There's still some challenges. But remember, every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. And I don't know any secret sauce to success, but by being consistent and persistent. And last but not the least, continuously learn and adapt. Because the world is ever evolving. You see, we are now technology company. Can we all write that down and get excited that we are all technology company? So the world is ever evolving, and we should, so should our strategies as well. So keep on learning, adapting, and staying informed about our industry, and embrace change as a change for growth. That's why we need to be present at every event, especially the international convention. I don't know about you, but Jay and I, we already purchased our tickets, and every day we will promote that event so that, more of us will be at the event. And I would like to end this I would like to end my piece by one of my favorite quotes of John Maxwell. As I've been adopting the system, I run mastermind groups, I coach, I train, and I always learn from this great, from his leadership. So my favorite quote from John Maxwell is, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So with that, thank you so much for letting me share. I love you all. Let's grow together and let's patch every day. Priority. Thanks so much, Gregory.
Oh, thank you, Coach Clarissa. Collaborate with team and teammates. Define clear and achievable goals. Create detailed action plan with those goals. Stay consistent and persistent. I love that. And continuously learn and adapt. Beautiful. I'm gonna plaster those on my wall. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for being part of our call here, part of this great team, part of LifeWave. We are so blessed to be part of this company that's really turning into a movement of wealth and health and science and technology. So thank you, everyone. And we're going to bring this call to a close. If you'd like to unmute and say your farewells, now would be a good time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Robin and Greg. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for all the great advice.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Truly
Have
a
a great
blessing, truly a
X39 day.
blessing.
Have a great day. Keep on patching.
Thank you. Wonderful call.